Well, thanks for clicking on to the early hours of the morning edition of Vogan's US Outlook. It is Tuesday, the 7th. Yes, the 7th of February, and that is us already completed the first week of February. Just incredible how we're rattling through this winter, and soon enough, we'll be talking about the spring once again. But certainly, we do have plenty of winter to speak about as we go through the next week to 10 days. Of course, we've seen the stratospheric warming taking place. We've got plenty of cold air over Canada, and we still have a stormy pattern across the lower 48. But you can see here, this is at 12Z today. This is a system now coming into California, so we've got more heavy rainfall, more potential for landslides, heavy mountain snowfall. We've got another system here over the western plain states, and you notice the thickness values at 498 through 510, 516. That's representing some fairly typical thicknesses for this time of the year, given all the parameters. But we are looking at a bit of a roller coaster temperature wise across the eastern half of the country through this week, as this system, this over northwestern parts of Illinois, sees heavy snowfall, yes, across the upper Midwest region, but we are going to see heavy rainfall. And with a southwesterly airflow, we're going to be seeing temperatures a good 15-20 above normal across the eastern half of the country. We could be talking about the low 60s all the way up towards New York City, maybe knocking the door of 60 degrees in Boston as well. But once that system pushes through, latter part of this week, we go from 60 in New York down to say maybe 32, 30 degrees. So we are going to see a 25 to 35 degree temperature drop between daytime maximums on today versus Friday. So we are going to see a significant difference in temperature once this system lifts out, going to produce blizzard conditions across parts of Quebec, and then we'll see the cold air that's kind of bottled over the northern tier of the country, kind of getting driven southeastwards into the mid-Atlantic region. Now, as we go through the latter half of this work week, we are going to see another snow system here. So we're going to see another system, this time pushing through the mid-Mississippi Valley in towards the DC metro area, and exactly where that track goes is going to be crucial in terms of rain or snow. Certainly the GFS indicates initial rain, but then the 540 line drops south of DC, and of course we are in the snowfall, not just for DC, but also up through Philadelphia, New York, and into Boston as well. And then once that system clears out, we've got a fairly strong area of high pressure southern part of Quebec. We are going to see the temperatures dropping off quite substantially here. Now we've got yet another system pushing through as we start to end this working week here through the northeast. It's more a kind of clipper-like snow system pushing through, but look at these values, these thickness values, very, very low indeed, and that is very impressive. We could be talking about temperatures in the teens, for example, as far south as DC with this kind of thickness regime here. More wet weather across the western half of the country here, and that system clears out. Colder follows. We've got high pressure and control. Then yet another system comes through. This time there's going to be a bit of a kind of rain, sleet, snow, ice mix. Generally speaking, we are going to be talking about a sharp dividing line between mild and cold. And of course, the big cities of the I-95 corridor hasn't seen much in the way of snowfall this winter. It's been disappointing, but it's going to be interesting over the next week to 10 days exactly how this weather pattern plays out, because some of the longer range models is indicating a warm February for the central and eastern half of the country, cold in the west. But there is some indications, given the strat warming and given other players on the field, that we could have a very interesting, very stormy, and potentially the another major Arctic outbreak is it all in the mix as well here. So having a quick look at the snowfall through the next day, bear in mind, folks, this is just a 5-day period, and we're talking about potentially three systems into the northeast and the mid-Atlantic region all could produce snowfall. But look at this swath of snow here. This is through 18Z Saturday 11th, and you can see here that we are talking about some heavy snowfall through New York City, Long Island, up through southern Connecticut, Rhode Island, and into the southern parts of Massachusetts, only over a 5-day stretch. We're also going to be talking about more major snowfall across the Pacific Northwest interior, where we continue to see systems coming through, plenty of cold air to tap as well. So we're going to continue to build this western snowpack. So plenty of things to come. Do check out the written post available later on today, and I'll be back again in the next couple of days. Hope you have a great Tuesday. Bye for now.